It's summertime, and that means 3D season, stump shooting season, or roving season. And it all equals to a bunch of arrows getting stuck in trees. Whether it's from that target that's kind of tucked away between two trees that they're trying to mess you up on. If you've ever been to a 3D shoot, you'll see a target like that, and there will be a whole bunch of holes in the trees or the stump or the log. And half the time, most of the field points are in there. So I came up with an idea on how to remove those field points, and so this is how I did it. This little drill bit wouldn't fit in this Jacob's chuck, so I used this little adapter. It's not gonna work. No way it's gonna come out straight. This is what I came up with. It's just a slide hammer is all it is. That's pretty much where I got the idea. And you can go buy a little slide hammer from Hobo Freight for like 30 bucks. So you don't need a lathe or anything. You could probably just make one out of something else. But you'd have to get some kind of adapter. So I tapped it for 832, which is just a standard field point. So you can just screw it on there and then bam, knock it out. So let's go try it. See if it'll work. Well, that one came out. Okay. Screw this. Well, as you can see, it worked. I was giving it a good honest pull and trying to do the wiggle. Like everybody always wiggles and where they get in there with their knife and then they break their knife off, you know, that kind of thing. I even pulled some inserts out on a couple of them. Worked pretty good. And it even pulled out this old Magnus broadhead. I was going to try a couple different broadheads, but I figure if it'll pull out one, it'll probably pull out any. It's not a guarantee, but it's better than nothing at all. I know what you're thinking. Will it work for a pulley bow? Well, lucky for you, I got one of these ones that has some kind of algebra problem on them. So let's go try it with this. I did my best to recreate how every compound guy at every 3D shoot ever shoots. And my arrows actually ended up got a little bit closer than I wanted them to. I ended up breaking this one off trying to get, so I didn't even get to try the puller on it because I broke that one. But I shot one of these old Muzzy 100s in there and it pulled it out. So if it'll pull this out, probably pull most broadheads out. I'm going to call this a win and that it works. Okay, let's go over this real quick in case anybody's interested. It is 15 inches long. The slide part right here is 3.5 inches long. And this is 1.25 bar, and this one's 1/2 inch. And then the end is 830, it's tapped for 832. And the real question is, how much does it weigh? 1 pound, 14 ounces. So a little bit less than 2 pounds. You might be thinking, yeah, it works and that's a good idea, but there's no way I'm going to carry that thing around with me while I'm roving or at a 3D shoot. And I'm probably not either. But just think about this. Give it a second. You know, you're at a weekend shoot. It's 2 or 3 days long. You shoot all weekend. You just unscrew your arrow like normal. That last round before you go home, you carry this with you in your backpack because you probably got a whole bunch of other random stuff, or on your side quiver that has like every widget gadget out there. 2 pounds, you know, it's not that big. Carry it around, pull everybody's fill points for them instead of littering the forest. So there's that. Or if you're looking for broadheads, and if you think, oh, I'm never going to hit a tree with a broadhead, well, if you haven't, do some more hunting and it'll happen eventually. Maybe leave this in camp. You know, it's not that big a thing. Leave it in your truck. And just, if you need it, you know, everybody's going to shoot at a squirrel. And almost every time you get your broadhead stuck up in a tree or something, go up there, a couple little hits with this, maybe even one, and you got it. So I've never seen anybody try anything like this. I'm sure I'm not the first one, but I haven't seen it. So if you think it's a good idea, let me know. If you think it's a terrible idea, keep it to yourself. I don't know how much I'm going to actually use it, but I guarantee I'll be using it in the backyard when I'm just messing around or I'm stump shooting. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.